Star edge rusher ZaDarius Smith has made it very clear that he wishes to move on from the Minnesota Fighting Vikings after his goodbye tweet, or could be read as a goodbye tweet, as well as rap sheet reporting that ZaDarius requested a trade from the team back in early March, and he's not present currently in the second phase of Vikings voluntary workouts. He wasn't present for phase one either, but ZaDarius is still putting in that work, keeping in tip-top shape, and for that we thank you, because it's still enhancing his trade value. But yeah, ZaDarius is still doing work away from the team, and notably he's among a trio of players that are skipping voluntary workouts, even though they do have sizable workout bonuses, because they're looking for either a new deal or potentially a new team. That includes Danielle Hunter, who hopefully the Vikings are going to take care of, Dalvin Cook, as well as ZaDarius Smith. Jefferson, I don't read anything into it. It's going to be good to go, right? And this is in stark contrast for ZaDarius to last season, where he showed up to every single offseason workout, all the OTAs, obviously mandatory minicamp, because he was coming into the new team. He was fired up. He was motivated. He stepped in as a team leader. Frankly, he could have been a team captain last year. He got the team together off the field. They went to concerts. They went to ball games together. They had dinners, and ZaDarius was that guy, right? But all players understand that the business is the business, and that's why players generally don't talk about each other's money in the press or on social media or anything like that. That's one of the unwritten rules of the NFL. For ZaDarius, I mean, we've been over this ad nauseum. Like, he only has himself to blame for this stupid-ass contract that he signed last offseason. He should have signed a one-year prove-it deal. He could hit free agency, but his ego was bruised after the deal with the Ravens fell apart, right? Because he went back and asked for more money after Von Miller got his deal. The Ravens were like, nope, pulled it. And then he's like, okay, on paper, on purpose, we'll sign this 3-year, $42 million deal with the Vikings. That's what will be in the headlines. But in actuality, like we said, it was a 1-year, $6.45 million deal. And it gave the team full control for 2 more seasons. It was such a stupid deal. I don't know why his agent allowed him to sign this contract. It was ridiculous, because if he played well like he did last year, even after he got hurt, his $9.45 million base salary was a third of what the top tier edge rushers are making. So I understand that he's upset. I understand that he wants a new contract or a new team, but he really only has himself to blame. This was a bad contract. We said it at the time. It's just redonkulous. And now the Vikings are at a standstill. $5.05 million, just over half of his $4.5 million base salary is already fully guaranteed. So we'll see what happens. Like, Kwesi is fully within his right to play hardball with ZaDarius. ZaDarius could be extended, or they could rework that deal. He could be traded post-June 1st. He could be cut post-June 1st, and the Vikings just eat that money. So I don't know. But it has been smart that Kwesi has been hedging his bets. I mean, ideally, they don't lose Danielle and ZaDarius in the same offseason. I would preferably, obviously, keep Danielle. But if they lose ZaDarius Smith, they sign Marcus Davenport in free agency. Patrick Jones II is looking to step up in year 3. Wanham is in the contract season and motivated. Andre Carter II, they threw a huge UDFA money at to keep him into the fold, as well as Junior Aho, the international pathway player, who could be a little bit something down the line. So I don't know. Like, Obviously, things are simmering in the background right now on the back burner, but it's going to come to the forefront very soon, especially as the Vikings get into OTAs, which is the meat of the offseason program, as well as obviously mandatory minicamp in mid-June, and we'll see who is going to blink. But, I mean, if ZaDarius wants to hold out, it's near impossible to do that now with the new CBA because the fines and the penalties and the possible tolling of the contract makes it unfeasible, but he's doing what he can now. Because, again, voluntary workouts are voluntary. But if you're a team leader, if your guy's going to step up, I mean, you're there. And that's what guys are doing. Also, ZaDarius has a $50,000 workout bonus. So it's not like, again, hey, making millions of dollars, it's amazing. But making $50K for something that you're going to do anyway, nah. So we'll see what happens, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings, for now, edge rusher ZaDarius Smith still putting in that work, even though the Vikings are a TCO for phase 2 of voluntary workouts. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.